Dude. But I make fun of like, oh, dude, Biden. This is what I think about. I think that the thing about Bernie and Biden doing the crowd with no crowd, doing the debates with no crowd is bad for Biden because Biden, when people clap at what he says, he resets and starts realizing what he's going to say next. And when that motherfucker's off the cuff, he just starts talking about whatever. Somebody said, hey, what's up with the coronavirus? And he said in the camera, he's like, well, I'm just, it's a shame that Sanders is siding with Trump, and walked into a car. Guys, I don't know, man. This is what I love, too. I'll make fun of whoever, any candidate, I don't give a fuck. And, like, you have to make fun of all of them, right? You can't just make fun of some of them because that's not cool. And I made fun of Trump because he did this thing. Oh, I said it's really funny if it would be so hilarious if Trump got the coronavirus. And, of course, it would be funny because he said it was a hoax 5 days ago. And he's like, I don't feel any symptoms. Wrong. I don't feel any symptoms. It's fine. I don't have it. I don't need to get tested. So it would be funny if he got the coronavirus. Now, obviously, I'm being silly. Obviously, I don't want people to get the coronavirus, So some fucking cuck was like, what'd he say? Let me just go to the tweets. Oh, here we go. It would be so fucking hilarious if Trump got the coronavirus, like so funny. And some guy writes, why would it be funny? Explain. And I wrote, because he kept saying how he didn't need to get tested. He was so cocksure. So it would be funny if he actually had it. Weird I had to explain that, but here we are. And then the cuck wrote, but I'm still just trying to understand why it would be funny if your president contracted a serious illness. So I said to the cuck, I was being silly, but you knew that, and you still asked me why it was funny. I explained, knowing you know. Now you're asking again, pretending I meant what I said seriously when you know I'm a comedian. You're probably not stupid, so how come you're acting that way? So the cuck said, first of all, I have no idea who you are. Now, fine, I'll buy that for the argument, but your boy, he's coming up. Also, you checked the profile by now, cuckhead. Also, even if you didn't know I was a comedian, you could assume that I'm not a sociopath with 1 million followers and just hoping the president of the United States gets a deathly disease because he's 70, whatever. And he says, first of all, I have no idea who you are. I just saw that your tweet was retweeted by a friend of mine. Cool. Second, don't hide behind the label of comedian. That's so weak. That's one of my favorite things. Well, you're hiding behind the label of... No, bro. Well, I'll get to it. That's so weak, he says. Standing on stage with a mic and pandering for clapter doesn't make you a comedian. You have to actually be funny. Okay? So... Clapter is fucking, get rid of that, obviously, because I can't see the thing below it on fire. So clapter is where you just say stuff so people will clap, which I don't fucking do, obviously. If you've ever been in my fucking shows, any of my shows, I'm not trying to get clapter when I'm talking about Cubans asking for directions. You idiot. So I wrote, if you don't know who... Now, I'm just breaking it down. Now, just simply breaking it down. If you don't know who I am, then how on earth do you know what I do on stage? Now, here we go. I got to fucking get this going. Here we go. If you don't know who I am, then how on earth do you know what I do on stage? I'm not hiding behind any label. I'm literally a comedian. Just because you don't think what I said is funny doesn't mean it's not. Let's ask random people who has a better sense of humor, me or you. I said to the cuck. And then he says, this is my favorite, and I can't even respond to it because it's awesome. Trust me, dude, I'm way funnier than you. Anyone who says trust me, dude, is a fucking... Like, it's just, well, But you don't let that, but he says, but don't let that offend you. And then he follows it up with, I'm extremely funny. Also, liberals are categorically insufferable now, yet painfully unaware of this. So you've also got that working against you. Perhaps you'll all be able to create quality material again in 2024. Okay, so look, dude. First of all, you don't know who I am. You've said that. How do you know I'm a liberal? How do you know how far left I am? Because I'm not far left. And I agree that a lot of far left liberals are extremely fucking insufferable. Also, most of the most successful, now this is just a fact, most of the most successful comedians are liberal. So, So I just retweeted and did the laughing, crying emoji face because obviously the guy fucking lost his own argument with just saying all that shit. But you can't keep arguing with a fucking dumb motherfucker. And then I fucking went on his page and looked, and he had like this fucking video of him sucking up to Trump. Like he's like, I finally met Trump. And like was such a fucking like fanboy. Imagine being a fanboy to a 74-year-old. You know? I fucking love this world. Like people like that get to exist and have a platform. It's so awesome. So I retweeted it. I'm sure his mentions were busy for a while. And then he said something like, oh, dude, I've pissed off so many liberals. That's the other thing, too. I wasn't making any blanket statements. You can't just say, oh, fuck all liberals. Like, just like I'm not saying fuck all, conservatives, because I don't think that, man. And I'm out of this fucking liberal conservative bullshit. I'm out of it, dude. I'm out. You've all fucked it up. I'm out. I'm fucking Ralph Nader in this bitch, dude. I'm out. Color me green, bro. I'm out, man. I'm not in this motherfucker. I'm not one way or the other. Fuck y'all, dude. I'm not crying and I'm not saying, well, actually, I'm not doing that shit. I'm out, bro. I just love how Biden was like, this is the shit that just my running mate will be a woman, he tweets. And I hate that he did that. Because here's the thing, man. Who cares what you are? That's the thing. The guy right under it wrote, Democrats, see, I don't like when they blanket them in like, Democrats only care about, stop doing it like this. Just say he. I hate that shit, man. But this is what he writes. Democrats only care about what you are, not who you are. Why does this guy, Joey Saldino, I don't know who he is, I'm assuming he's a big Republican, but why doesn't he realize that that's just going to mobilize, this is what he, now, I don't want anybody mobilizing like motherfuckers, but he doesn't realize that that's going to make Democrats be like, fuck you. He'd have more people on his side, or if he was just like, oh, Biden only cares about what you are, not who you are. So. My running mate will be a woman. Just find out who it is and then tell us, you know? So, I mean, it's so ridiculous to tell. I wrote, tell us more about her. Will she be tall, short, brunette, blonde? Like, you're trying to be not sexist. You're sounding sexist. Also, you sniff kids. I don't know. Trump is just ridiculous. This motherfucking David Brennass motherfucker. He did this thing. I tweeted it. It definitely got a lot of shit. I can't even believe it. So cock. Dude, you got to go on Twitter or Instagram and look at it. He fucking goes like this. Yeah, they came out with fake news and they found it out. But here it is. I said Google was a part of it. They said it wasn't, but they are. I got proof right here. And then just goes poink and flicks it away, dude, like it's a booger. And you're driving on the freeway. Dude, the guy is such an asshole. Unbelievable, dude. How the president just goes, Kobe, and tosses it out. Man, remember when Kobe dying was the worst thing? Wow, that was like a month ago, and now Jesus Christ. So insane. I think that's so funny that he did that. God, the guy's such a fucking asshole. What? And if they're all assholes, dude. All. Also, how fucking big for real? I don't care who you are. How big does your ego have to be if you legitimately are running for president? You have to think you know how to fix the country, which is wrong because nobody knows, dude. And probably the people who do know are smart enough to realize they think they don't know. Anyway, dude, everybody's fucked.